Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Astral Tourist. Today I'm sharing another Mallworld experience, and this one took a pretty interesting turn. So it started inside this massive square VR room filled with a cool yellow light. I've been in this one before. I think I might have shared about it another time, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I've been there before, and it's always the same big yellow room. So in this particular one, all along the outer edges were matching yellow benches where various people were sitting and watching the central area, which was more open. And different virtual events and characters would appear and disappear from that middle area. So there's benches on three sides of this big square area of a room. And then over on the left side, you can buy these bright yellow and black tickets to take a turn with the simulation. So I actually had a whole pile of bags with me this time. I had put them right on the floor by the bench where I was sitting. And I was getting tired of waiting around. I remember that. I was not like 100% lucid for this one. I was kind of in and out of lucidity for a bit. And I hadn't tried to astral project that night, but I still do autonomously. And when something interesting happens, I try to remember it as best as I can. So I don't remember who I was waiting for. I don't remember why I had so many bags or how I got to that room, but I know it's in one of the Mallworlds, and I've been there before. And so since I was getting bored, I decided to go ahead and buy a ticket and enter the middle space. So as soon as I bought my ticket, which just was it looked digital, but they also gave me a visual copy, and it was glowing really brightly, and it kind of just went into my hand. That's how that one works. And I've had it work that way before. They hand it to you, but then, because I'm misty, it goes kind of into my hand. And so when I got in that middle area, two characters appeared, a man and a woman, both dressed in full 1800s Victorian attire. The man was wearing a dark suit, and the woman had a long coat, skirt, and a hat with a dark feather in it. It wasn't a super fancy hat, but I remember it had the one dark feather sticking out. And they were just slowly strolling and chatting, looking like they stepped right out of a Sherlock Holmes story. Now, the rest of the room stayed that same yellow color, and I noticed it stayed that color when other people would use the room too. And just the main characters would appear. So the whole setting didn't appear like in a movie, just the characters. And I couldn't quite make out what they were saying. I was following behind them, doing my best to listen to the conversation. And I think that it was a setup for kind of a mystery, which makes me think Sherlock Holmes again. But I couldn't really make it out. It sounded muted and muffled to me when they were talking. And I tried to scooch in closer, but I just couldn't make it out. So I decided to go back to my seat. I don't know if others are allowed to use my time. I was kind of hoping somebody else would get in there and maybe tell me what it was about, but nobody did. I was looking at my luggage again, and I thought, I don't have to sit here anymore and wait around. I think I want to go flying. And so just as I was about to abandon all of my bags and just get up and try to go taking off through the roof to go flying out into space, I woke up, of course. So here's a quick tip about bags. Remember, you can always drop them and go flying, but my big tip is to look inside once in a while. A lot of times when I look inside my bags, I see all kinds of weird and interesting stuff. A lot of times they'll be bigger on the inside than the outside. I'll have like statues in there, crystals, various types of currencies, big stacks of paperwork and stuff. So it's just a curiosity and just really interesting to take a peek inside. So thanks so much for tuning in. This was just a short one, but I don't know if anybody else has been to that yellow VR room. Let me know. Until next time, happy astral travels.